Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Welcome back to my Star Wars series that I'm going to be doing for another week leading up to The Rise of Skywalker. I am now on A New Hope. Of course, if you clicked on this video, we're finally done with the prequels. Thank God. All right, that's good. God, this is really itchy. I haven't worn this since like a year ago. So odd. But yeah, so there will be spoilers. And so if you haven't already seen A New Hope, I'm gonna be surprised if you have. Well, I guess there's some people out there I just met that haven't seen Star Wars. But if you guys haven't seen New Hope, click off now. There will be spoilers. You have been warned. Let's get right into it. Star Wars: A New Hope. I'm really excited to talk about this. I'm so happy that we finally got to the originals. The thing that started this whole entire universe. The thing that got us the bad prequels and the good, somewhat good Revenge of the Sith. It's just so good to be back with the original cast alive. But so, I mean, starting right off, I like that how this starts, like how the movie starts showing with the droids, with C-3PO and R2-D2, how the movie just starts off and we learn like the ways of this universe through the droids. It's just a great way to tell a story, and they're entertaining. They're the people that play C-3PO and R2-D2. Well, I guess you just push around R2-D2, but the guy that plays C-3PO is just amazing. It's just great, great work, great casting throughout the whole entire saga and this film. It's just so good, and it's amazing to see Darth Vader come out again for a while, because I haven't seen Star Wars: New Hope in a long time. I have the DVDs up there. I usually leave them on the shelf because I don't watch DVD movies anymore. I watch more of Blu-rays, so I'm trying to figure out when to go out and buy them on Blu-ray. But yeah, it's really good to see these cast members back. It's great to see. Even when the cast is young, they were great. It's glad to see Harrison Ford as Solo, especially as he's young. Which I actually found out that Harrison Ford doesn't like Star Wars. It's like, okay, I mean, I don't know how. That's the thing I don't understand. How do you hate something that you created, basically? Well, you helped create. So I don't know. It's the same thing with Bill Murray with Ghostbusters. He didn't like the first two Ghostbusters. I mean, I think he was a producer on there. So, but yeah, it's so great to see everyone back, especially like seeing things that I haven't noticed before. The thing is, in this movie, I never noticed. The Empire reminds me a lot of the Nazis. I usually don't like bringing up politics or anything like that in my reviews. I like to stay away from all that as possible, but it really reminds me as the Nazis. It felt like these these terrorists, or like this army that's trying to take over this, trying to take like planets by planets very slowly, and taking out these little ships by one, like the Nazis used to do, and as they work up their way by getting bigger. It's really amazing. It's great to see. Oh God, what's his name? Alex as ObiWan, which I believe he's passed away. Not that long ago, I believe. Probably a couple of years back. But so it's really good to see him again as Obi-Wan. He's the best Obi-Wan. I like Aaron McGregor as Obi-Wan as well. I can't wait for his TV show. But Alex as Obi-Wan brings something, like it just brings, like his acting and his performance just brings something to that character, which is really great. I really liked him. And it's just, I can't wait for that TV show, because I'm curious what he's been through. We see him in like Rebels, but we don't learn anything about Obi-Wan in Rebels. But I can't wait to see what he goes through, and so I'm very interested. I'm hoping that Aaron McGregor can perform what Alex did while he was on Tatooine. Can't wait for that. That's going to be awesome. Seeing Mark Hamill very young again as Luke Skywalker is the greatest thing. People have been saying that he's a little whiny brat. I mean, I guess Anakin was a little whiny brat, but it's a character. And it's like, you can say the same thing for Anakin Skywalker, but I think he's just a whiny little brat throughout the whole entire film. At least Luke, he grows to become more mature later on in the film. He realizes like he doesn't know everything. He realizes that this is bigger than him, and what he's capable of is bigger than him. So he grows into like big boy pants, and so it's just like it's a character arc. So for the ones that think that Luke is a whiny little brat, it's a character arc. Be careful with your word choices. So it's I don't know. This movie has been said a lot already, and I'm trying not to repeat other people's sayings, because that's the thing. That's what on my channel is what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of actually accidentally copying someone else's review directly, and I don't want any of that. And so it's just I'm like sitting here looking at my notes. What can I say, and how can I say it to not be like, okay, someone's gonna say something that I'm gonna be like you're watching this other guy's videos and totally ripping his videos off, and it's it's really hard. I've been talking to people, and it's like, this isn't really an easy thing to do. Talking about talking about movies off camera with others is probably easy. That's why I try to do a lot of videos with people, because I feel comfortable. Here it's just me talking. James Earl Jones as Darth Vader. As soon as I heard him talk in the very first scene on the Rebel ship, it's just freaking amazing. He immediately scares me right off the bat, and it's just he does a great job as Darth Vader. I can't imagine anyone else voicing as Darth Vader, and it's just so great. The thing is, about this movie, that this holds better than the prequels. That's insane. Even watching on Disney Plus, and I compared them. I watched it on my DVD one as well, and I compared them both, and they both look the same. I don't think Disney changed anything besides the blaster scene with Gordo. With Han Solo. Why did that thing start with Han shot first? It's like, okay, it doesn't matter who shot first, it's just who won. That's all that matters. But so yeah, it's so amazing that these things look so good and actually real to the prequels with more modern day technology. And it's like, you don't, why don't do the same thing again? Not like with the technology that you had here. The reason why it looks so good is because you had less money, and so you used everything around you to your best ability. So why not just do that again, but with more money, but use that more money to use it a little bit more better. And if you have leftover money, great. That means you did probably something good. And if it looks good, but if it looks good, that means you did something good by using less money. So it's just insane how this looks better than modern day prequels. Out of all the prequels, I think Revenge of the Sith looks better, but still great work. I believe George Lucas. Another thing that I don't think George Lucas wrote this. George Lucas did direct it, but not write it. So. So he basically helped. He was like an assistant writer, I guess. Like, so he had someone else write it for him, but he gave the ideas so they can write it in the right way, which is really cool. That's what he should have done with the prequels. I get he wanted to do it more of himself, but yeah, the prequels. I think he realized that he can't write at all. But I mean, he has good films. I think he wrote. He directs Indiana Jones, but I don't think he writes them. So that's why they're good. I'm not trying to say that George Lucas is a bad writer. He just needs a little bit work on his emotions and all of that. Because in this film, there's no like bad writing. Like in the prequels, there's just like bad dialogue, like every scene. George Lucas knows what he wants, but he has trouble writing what he wants. That's the issue, and I'm actually the same way. I'm not. I'll put that out there. The short film that I'm coming up with, right, that I'm supposed to start filming very soon, like probably in 2 weeks. That's the plan. That's what we plan to start doing. But I had a lot of problems with the script that I'm writing for. There were so many changes to the script, so much like writing error for the script, and it's just a learning process. But here, if George Lucas did write this, it felt like he was going backwards then on writing. So it's like you take steps and actually go backwards. I don't understand how you can go backwards if you already know what you need to do. I mean, it happens to everyone. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm already digging myself into a hole right there. They didn't know at the time when they were making this film that they were going to launch this this universe. They did not know that they were going to have Darth Vader be Luke's father. And it's just, and you can see it in the film. They had no clue, but they left it open and ended just in case. But they just had no clue if this was going to do well. They actually thought that this was going to do terrible. They thought this wasn't going to launch anything. But this changed like movies and from for today. And I don't know how imagining without this movie, how would movies be today? I'll probably even be talking about movies right now if this wasn't here, because this basically launched all these great movies. And so if without this, maybe we would have got all these fucking terrible ass movies and like rebooted sequels and all that. Well, we're still getting like rebooted sequels and some of that other stuff, but it's rarely happening. Like rarely happening. So it's great to see Carrie Fisher. Rest in peace. It's just. I mean, it's so great to see it. And one of my favorite scenes is when Luke, when he's about to blow up the Death Star, is when ObiWan starts talking to him, and he starts like basically using the Force. It's just great stuff, great music, best music at all. Like out of all of them, I was singing, like I was like humming like the music when I was like setting my setup and like getting everything ready. It's great stuff. I have no other words to say. It's really amazing. Little issue, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like one issue, because like not every film is like that great, but I just can't find any issues. Like you can tell that Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, Darth Vader's egg, and if you haven't already known, they used to be friends, and it's really cool that like you can see that dynamic, and there's not a lot of dialogue between their fights. And I had the same complaint in like Revenge of the Sith, where they didn't have a lot of dialogue, but you know, they had that little dialogue at the beginning, and you can feel that tension there. And so, but it's really great, and it sets up that prequel universe really well. But you know, then George Lucas kind of ruined it. But they're still watchable. But it's just so great. I don't know. I'm repeating myself. I have no idea what else to say. This is amazing stuff. I'm hoping that they go back to this, not exactly to this. That's what they did with Force Awakens. I hope they just go back to original Star Wars and like do like Old Republic, or like something way more past where the Skywalkers don't even exist, or something like that. I'm gonna give Star Wars A New Hope a A-. It's really I'm excited to talk about Empire Strikes Back. Sorry if this review is a little wonky. I honestly just don't know what to say about like the originals that much, because they've been talked about so much, and I don't want to ruin anyone else's reviews. And so I'm glad that I mentioned this, like the stuff that I mentioned. I'm happy about what I am giving, so I think that's good enough for me. And I got enough I tried to look for enough research, and so that's all I could get. But you know, this isn't really a movie that you can pick on, because it's really that good. I don't know. It's just been said as much as it could. people already broke it down and like did as much as they can with it. So that's my rating for Star Wars: A New Hope. Let me know what you guys thought about New Hope down below. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye, guys.